So I just took Ziggy out for his walk. So he might be a little hyper. But he should calm down. He's been so good. He's been so quiet. But if I don't take him out at this time of the night before I start stream, then he gets, you know, he has to go really bad, and it's just not fair, so I have to let him out super late. He's only 8 months, so he's still not, like, he can hold it through the night, but you gotta take him out late. He really had to go, so. Anyway. Bean, what you eating? She's been eating stuff, I don't even know. But anyway, let me open her window for her and we'll get started. Oh, jeez. Jeez, Bean. Oh, okay. Let's get started here. Is it loud enough for you guys? Let me see. Oh, it still has the same settings I have from the other one. I think it should be okay. What is it, Bean? What is it? What's bothering you? Yeah. Day 2! Okay, so since we did the demo way back when, we can start with day 2. That's cool. If you guys want to check it out, I'll link the demo in the stream later. But I did play it before, and I'm gonna try to do a whole stream session on it, and maybe I'll like trim it down and do like one big upload for the whole thing. We'll see. She's a nut. She's crazy right now. She's been like that all evening. I don't know what happened, but she's been like running around like a crazy cat. I brought Ziggy up here for the first time today. He got a bath and everything, and then he came in here. He got to sniff around. But he likes to go under things, so I was like, please, I don't want you under my desk. So, but after enough, like, you know, telling him no, he finally settled, like, right here on the left. So I think that's where I'll put a blanket, and I'll bring him up here every so often throughout this next week, just so that he's more comfortable with being up here. But I don't think he can be in here a whole stream. I think it would be, like, I think he needs that separation, you know what I mean? Even though it's hard. But, anyway. Alright, let me pull up chat. Got something in my eye. I don't think he can be in. Oh. Don't want my sound on. Alright. Cool. We're so back. Hunter's Boon. Binding Seed. Ossic Ring. Oh, okay. Did I do both of these? Yeah, I did. The little check means I did it. Was this person in the previous one? Maybe it's just the same thing. The same NPC style. Eli is I don't even know what that is. A collector and curator of powerful objects. Miss Kitty, hey! No. Won't you be doing that? She's going crazy. Objects that to the untrained eye may appear dull and lifeless, but that in the right hands and armed with the right knowledge can be a gateway to so much more. Oh, okay. So he's the one that owned the shop, okay. Edmund Bishop. Okay. That's creepy. Ravens are omnivores. But they'll take anything they can get their talons into, and they'll kill if necessary. That's not concerning at all. The kitty. Hi. Hi, kitty. Oh. His business is his own. Sounds like a cat. But it largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. He's so cute. So cute. Okay. They found a man just now in that house where all them ravens were. I wish I hadn't seen it, but I did. He was sheet white, but it was his eyes that are going to give me nightmares. All black they were. It was like he weren't there anymore. I don't need to wait around for another sign. I'm taking my family to Sedver, and I'll be taking Lupula to see us safely through. Yappy. She's got that wild look in her eyes. She's totally lost it. There you go. Witch's fingers are said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. A most unpleasant experience, but at a last resort that has cured some and finished off others. Interesting. Maybe it's this or this. What do you think? Ooh, I could go probably to the church maybe. I mean, it could be either. Oh, maybe you have to look for the digit for pain. That's what it is. I don't see it. She's so hyper. Okay. Yeah, I don't see pain on here. A deep pain radiated down the side of the rider's head, where he had sliced himself with a diverging hook, and his thoughts were scattered and torn. He could not see out of his left eye. Okay, so we should probably start with the first one, because I don't remember. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold, and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he didn't reach Blackbarrow. A deep pain radiated down the side of the rider's head, where he had sliced himself with a diverging hook, and his thoughts were scattered and torn. He could not see out of his left eye. I forgot about this. Oh. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. Oh, I kind of remember this. Okay. Where's the map? Ran northwest. We gotta find the prison first. Hid me in the first building. Oh, there we go. The dilapidated warehouse is dark and imposing, and the struggling flame of my lantern does little to pierce its depths. I slowly search through its contents with a sense of despair, wondering if I'm even in the right place at all, when suddenly and unexpectedly, I uncover something of value. More relieved than elated, I take the trinket back to the shop for further study and a warm drink. Whoa, that's creepy. Kinda cool though, looks like a dragon egg or something crazy looking. Okay. There's gotta be a row that looks like this. quite sure. God, the map is so interactive compared to the first game. I mean, it was then too, but like, I feel like this one's a little bit more like, user-friendly. Like, it's just easier to do. Oh, I wonder if the stream is public. I didn't even look. Sometimes when I do a new stream, it automatically puts it as private. Okay, good. Yeah, sometimes it just does that when I do it. Because a lot of times if I'm streaming the same series, I just reuse the settings, and then it's fine. But sometimes when you start a new one, it gets confused. Oops. Peeling paint and hollow corridors hum with echoes of hushed voices. The stench of death clings to the stale air, turning my stomach. I have no desire to linger. Didn't like that. Maybe it's this. No, it's not. This is not computing in my brain. Well, that's what I'm trying to do. She loves to play with the toys stuck under the cables. Like, let's not do that right now, please. Okay, let's go back. New person? Ooh, she's got a scratch on her face. Good after, no morning. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm Francesca Robinson, a doctor of sorts. I assume you've heard about Mr. Hungerford. It seems to be the talk of the town already. We're dealing with maladies of an occult nature, but black eyes are certainly unusual. I've heard of something like this before, but I don't see how it could be the same thing. Either way, I'm hopeful, and if it can't, will have some effect. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart according to popular myth. The truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. Do I have a skill? Okay. It has to be stone. truth is the other thing. Okay, so this is the rune. Okay. That's probably the witch's fingers or whatever that we saw at the beginning. Ooh, tarnished silver. Hello, Bean. I have no idea. Yeah, I can weigh items, but I'm gonna end up weighing every item. Oh, wait. Maybe something is, maybe something else is 1 pound. Growing up, Francesca's father was a hero. When he died suddenly and tragically in a mysterious incident, nobody seemed able or willing to give her the answers she demanded, and she grew tired of being fed the same stories that she knew would not be true. As she entered adulthood, she learned how to find things out for herself, and what she learned opened her mind to a world she hadn't known existed, a world of occult maladies and dark articles. She learned about Tormund's paralysis, Hobbs' fear, and the Sapphire Curse, and she learned that these maladies could be cured. I'm just seeing if anything says what the weight of it is. Maybe I need to go to High Green Church. The church is old, and the roof is in need of repairs. Moss and lichen add splashes of color to the otherwise gray exterior. I wander around the back of the church, where an old yew tree stands. Its gnarled branches scratch gently against faded gravestones in the breeze. The pastor strays into my movement of quiet reflection and imparts some local lore. The tree known as the Witch of High Green Church. The tree is known as the Witch of High Green Church, and there are those who believe it to have unnatural powers. While the tree lives, the witch's fingers cut from its limbs are alleged to provide healing through pain. Oh, I have weights. Where are the weights? Oh my gosh, I didn't know I had that. Alright, that changes things. So we just have to find something that weighs 1 pound. And it's... it has to be stone. Oh, it's probably that. I feel so dumb. I did not know we had weights. I had a quiet chat with Edmund Bishop in the Guilty Ram last night. He's always got an interesting story to tell, but last night he was different. I can tell he's worried, which has got me worried too. I know it's not much, but I'd like a shield charm all the same. I didn't see what the new one was that we got. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled, but can have some small effect. An Oshadic spirit or wandering shroud will not abide by them, for example. Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of. They can be made from a variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. Protection. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's probably this. It wasn't that? I really thought that was it. Okay. Is it this? That's it. Really? Oh no. It has the symbols though. It says rarely precious metals. It says cheap metal. Wow, I messed up. St. John's Anvil. These items have much in common with the St. John's poppy plant of the same name. The fact that it is a fact that is reflected in their designs. They have quite different uses. However, whereas the plant helps overcome deafness, an anvil will dampen sound. They can even be tuned to filter out certain noises, but allow others to be heard still. There's something I wanted to show you. I didn't like the look of it, so I left it where I found it. What if it's cursed? It was hanging behind an old shed, all overgrown with ivy. Let me draw a quick map for you. That might be the church. But that's where it is. There's the lake. Oh, you think it's this? There's only 2 churches, and this is one and that's one. The shed is actually a wooden summer house that looks out over the pond, but it's clear that it hasn't been used in some time. Thick brambles claw their way up and over one side of the structure, and ivy covers the rest in a mottled green cloak. I find what I'm looking for to the rear. Parts of the ivy have been torn away recently, revealing an amulet hanging from a rusted nail. Something else catches my eye as I reach for it, and I notice there is another pendant hanging next to it, almost completely hidden by the ivy. Ooh, we got 2 items. Pretty. Let's look at our book. I'm sure we can label some of these things. Okay, I'm not quite sure what that would be yet. that as. So it has to have 6 points. I think this might be a sleep vessel. Eli's picked a bad time to leave Undermere. I've come from the Hungerford house where I'm helping Dr. Robertson and looking for any clues about what happened there. There wasn't much going on. I did find a shattered oceanic vessel, but whatever did this was no creeping dark. There was a strange black stain over the flagstone floor that I didn't like the look of, and the ravens, very unusual, but at least they seemed to have dispersed. I don't know what to make of it. I'm going to take a trip to Gleeson Castle to see if Edmund Bishop can shed any light on their behavior. But first, I would like to see a vesicle, whatever this is. We don't want it spreading. Sorry, Bean. Didn't know you were right there. Oops. Oh, so you just put it next to the flame. Stop being a bean. You're the one sitting right there. Oh, you could just do it like this. So it's that then. Moonstone Guardian. For the banishment of Hobbs' fear and Noctic sight. These tend to take the form of a comforting guardian. Aww. Two days earlier, the rider and his fellow adventurer were deep underground, exploring the tunnels below the Kirkhead Tower, when they made a discovery. Their elation at their find would soon turn into horror. A key? There we go. After a disagreement between two houses, I was buried behind a lock and key. Well, I think we might call it here. I know it's a bit of a shorter stream, but I'm thinking we could try to stream in the morning. Today I had to take Ziggy to the vet for his first vet appointment, so that took up like a good amount of my morning. And I was just trying to get a lot of house stuff done. But I think that tomorrow we could do potentially like a daytime stream. And we can just relax with this game. So we'll continue this, and then maybe we could do some Pocopia like in the evening and stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will definitely continue working forward with this game, of course. So see you guys later. Bye bye.